Hello, this is Ms. Busana, and this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to factor quadratics. In particular, when your A is equal to 1. Okay, so let's take a look at an example here. Okay, so here we have, okay, x squared plus 3x plus 2. So the method we're going to use is the x method, and then we'll also find the roots all at the same time. So I'm going to start here. The standard form for a quadratic is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. What happens is that when you have 1 in front of the x, 1 times x squared, it's equal to x squared. Okay, because like 1 times 100 is 100. 1 times 200 is 200, 1 times 300 is 300. Well, 1 times whatever x squared is, whatever that number is, it's just going to be whatever x squared that number is, okay? Whatever value you put in for x. So that's why the a in this case is going to be a 1. So let's just take a look here. So our a is 1, okay? Our b is 3, and our c is 2. So let's just list that out. A is equal to 1, right? Our b is equal to 3, and our c is equal to 2. Okay, so now we're going to put in the x here. Okay, so in the top quadrant, we're going to put a times c. Okay. Whatever, we'll talk about what we'll put over here, but for now, just put the division sign or your fraction sign divided by a, and over here, we want b. Okay, so our a times c, our a is 1, right, times c is 2, so that gives us 2. Okay, so once we have that, we have to consider the factors of this. So let's take a look. So we have factors of AC, which is 2. Right, so our factors of 2 are only 2 of them, right? Because it's a prime number. So we have 1 times 2 is 2. And then don't forget with your integers, you have -1 times -2, because the negative times the negative is a positive, right? And then you have it also equal to 2. So if you add factors, right? So if we add our factors here, going across 1 plus 2 is 3. -1 plus -2 is -3. Okay. But what we want is this to equal b, add factors, which equals b. Well, our b is right over here, 3. So we put our 3 over here. Okay. So this is the one that we want. So that's associated with these 2 factors. So let's put in these 2 factors here, the 1 here and the 2 here. It doesn't matter which order you do them. Okay, so from this point, we are going to substitute our a, which our a is 1. So we get 1 divided by 1. And then here we get 2 divided by 1. Okay, so from here, we're going to just put x plus, right, our first thing over here, which is 1 divided by 1. And then this one over here, we have x plus, and then take this over here, move it over here, and we get 2 divided by 1. Okay. So from this point, we're going to do a couple different things. Let me just get some space here so we could write some more. Okay. So we're going to use this all over here, rewrite it, and use it over here. And we'll get the roots. So this part is the hardest part. And then we'll factor. Okay. We'll get our factors. So from here, with the roots, you just set each of these equal to 0. So the way to do that is you just move it to the other side of the equal sign and flip the sign on it, right? So you do x is equal to, now flip this positive to a negative, 1 over 1. This same thing here, so you take this and you flip it over to the other side of the equal sign and flip the sign. This was positive, so now it's going to be -2 over 1. Okay, so Negative 1 divided by 1 is just equal to negative 1. Negative 2 divided by 1 is just negative 2. Okay. And the roots are where the x values, where the quadratic hits the x-axis. So we could take a look at that real quick. So our roots here, here's the quadratic, right? And you could see here, it's hitting at negative 2 and negative 1, okay? And those were our two values that we got right here. Okay, so let's go back here. So our factors, right? So it also told us to find the factors. So that's very easy. We're going to use the slide method. What that is you just take the number in the denominator here and slide it right over here in front of the x. Take this number in the denominator, slide it right over here in front of the x. Okay, in this case, it's 1, but it isn't always 1. Okay, so in this, so when we do that, we get 1x plus 1, right, times 1x plus 2. Now, you know 1 times anything is itself, so you could simplify it to x plus 1, x plus 2, okay? And those are our factors. Right? So how do we know this works for our factors? Well, let's check it. Let's check our factors out, see if it gives us what we want. And if we multiply these two factors, do we get right to where we started? So that's how you would check your work, right? So you take x plus 1, x plus 2. We said these were our factors. So now we could multiply out. Let's say you use the box method. Right? So you do x plus 1, x plus 2. Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times 1 is 1x. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times 1 is 2. So there's only one thing here with the x squared. There's only one x squared. So we're going to write our x squared. All right, we have two x's. We have a 1x here and we have a 2x here. So when we add those two together, we get 3x. Okay. And then again, there's only one constant by itself, the number 2, and that's what we get. But this right here is right where we started, right over here at the beginning. Okay. So I hope this proves helpful. Thank you and have a wonderful day.